Hey.
He left. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's not your. You don't need to worry about that.
Forget it. Can you tell if the asteroid's stable?
You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you.
I'm kind of a big damn
Katie
hero.
in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
I don't know.
I think so. There are hostages in one of the offices nearby. Balak said he'd blow them up if I didn't let him leave.
You let him go to save them? Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
He won't get the chance. I'll find him.
The Alliance has a whole navy full of people like me, waiting to take him down.
Also, a guy named Saren. He's,
Shepard.
you know, he's not.
Thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though.
Smart.
Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Uh-oh. Quarian armor, Ooh. Tali doesn't have any. What is Tali's armor? Human light... From some really nice human light armor would be pretty good for me. Omni tool, eh. I'm stuck between these two. And I think we're gonna have to go with the human light armor, just because I'm on my team more than Tali's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's the boring option, but it's the most useful option. Omni tool? To be honest, I'm not really sure what the Omni tool's stats really do for me. Give me the human light armor.
I could really use some light armor.
I hope you get good use out of it.
Also, I want to look less stupid. So how about the 3 engineers, by the way?
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
They did not make it.
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
The Colossus 8. Thank you. Hey. Why didn't that guy just give me all of the armor that he had? Like, he had it to give it to us. I'm not saying that, like... I'm just saying, you know, it would have been nice if we had, high explosive rounds. Shredder rounds, tungsten rounds. Hold on. High explosive, shredder rounds, tungsten, shredder, inferno, medical exoskeleton, and proton rounds. Hold on, what's that first one you said, though? Designed to detonate on impact, high explosive rounds have one major drawback, a massive increase of weapon overheating, 400 centimeter blast radius, 500% heat generation, 500% weapons force, and 20% damage. Hey guys, you mind if I test out this gun real quick? Oh. I think I like it. Oh, I think I really like it. I'm using it. I'll deal with all the other weapon or ammo upgrades later. Hey! A nice nod. Walks out.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us.
Yeah, it was an easy
I
decision.
half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
I'm sorry.
I wish I could have saved him too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least Aaron died in a place he loved.
This asteroid.
He was the one who convinced me to join the team here.
Oh, fair enough. He did love it here.
Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
Yeah,
I
sure.
understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Call me Shepard.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard.
Like, you know, with a bunch of sheep?
You're
That type
not
of shepherd.
exactly what I expected, but thank you.
So, before I let you go, let's talk about the Batarians.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. Wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian Rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
Let's talk about you then.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of his kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
Hey, one last thing. Let's talk about this big rock we're standing on.
How did the asteroid get all the way over here? And why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up.
Yeah,
This
fair
rock
enough, I
is
guess.
full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back.
That's so cool.
It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
So, yeah.
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Do you have any loot in here that I can loot? No. Alright. Well, first off, let's check out this armor. This Colossus 8. Oh. Oh my God. Yeah, that's good. What does it look like, though? Far more importantly. Oh, yeah, that doesn't look bad. And also it has the shield modulator, so it has even more shielding. I have so much shields. It might be good to get, like, more shield recovery. With just how much shielding I have. Oh, no. Or rather, no, I'd rather keep my insane amount of shields. My 315 plus 120 plus 110. Oh, yeah, I look cool. You just getting back on the, getting back to work? Hold on, before that, though, I do want to test something out. Let's switch to Inferno rounds for a second. It's, does this work? Can I have an explosive shotgun? Hey guys, don't freak out, but I'm gonna do something really cool. Oh my God. This is the coolest thing. Alright, you know what, Rex? You're gonna get this. Let's see, what do you have? You have hammerhead rounds. Ooh. I do like you having the rail extension, though, just to deal more damage, but... Wait, no, I don't have to. Ooh. Yeah. Drop the hammerhead rounds and pick up the high explosive rounds, just because that's... It feels like it suits you. You have the rail extension, which deals even more damage, but also heat absorption gets worse. Let's switch out the rail extension for something else. I don't know, combat scanner. If we do both of those, then yeah, I feel like his weapon heat's gonna go way too high. I hope that this works for the NPCs. I talked about that for the last video, I think. But I hope upgrading them, giving them upgrades, actually affects their weapons.
Thank you so much. I thought we were all dead.
I feel like I shouldn't interrupt you.
Thank you again, Commander. You've done more than you know.
It's all in a day's work. Oh my... Oh, no. This isn't blood. This is just tree leaves. I thought it was very brutal. I mean, there is probably a lot of blood here. Just none of it's shown, you know? Ooh, there's a grenade storage box. Where? It's down there. I'm gonna do a quick one-over of this place. See if I can find any loot to loot. That's where we just came from. Here's a grenade storage box again. Okay. And that's another grenade storage box. Wow, they really expected us to use more grenades in that fight, didn't they? Hmm. Doesn't appear to be any form of loot here. Nope, just a bomb. Hey, what are you guys gonna do with these bombs that I, like, diffused? Probably, like, sell them for parts or what have you. Alright, let's get out of here. There's nothing to loot. Well, we got some kick-ass new armor. Simon, hey.
You can't imagine how much you've done for all of us.
Yeah, not enough to get more armor from you. It's gonna be a while until we get better armor than this, I feel. Well, anything more to do here? I think we've done all that we can. So, let's get back to the Normandy. Alright, we did level up a couple times, I think. I'll level up alone for now. Medic, last point of medic. First aid heals more, ignores toxic, and can revive dead squad members. There's no such thing as dead in my team. Now then, how much money do we have? A lot. a lot. Now, I'm gonna go check. But... Yes, salute. I am gonna go talk with some people to see if they have any new dialogue. I don't think they will, but this was like a slightly new, different mission, you know? It's not like a story mission, but it's also not a side quest, you know what I mean?
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Is this new? I'm pretty sure this is. I don't remember this. Anything specific?
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
How so?
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel.
Uh-huh.
Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is this common?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Cyclones. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job.
Not the
He
L-Corps.
was hacking people up and selling their organs.
How?
I was stationed in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
See ya! What'd you find, though?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Let's talk about more about those Krogan testicles.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
Can't knock them for trying, I guess.
Stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
In more ways than one. Also, far more importantly, what I just learned. Krogan's got 4 testicles? Fascinating. So what about the doctor?
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Interviewing?
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Yeah.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies.
Ugh.
Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them.
Yeah.
Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
That's genuinely really creepy. And also genuinely kind of cool. In like a, I want to read more about that sort of way, not in the, I endorse this kind of way. Just don't get it twisted. Did you, interview him?
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Huh?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
How... how applicable to our current situation? What?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
I mean, I literally did just save some hostages. But the difference is that, I guess, those hostages weren't being taken, they were being left. That's an unfortunate situation. I see.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that.
Are you trying to say something
All they
about
had
what
to
I
do was
did
disable that
with
ship,
Balak?
Stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I mean, yeah. If they're being taken, there's like... yeah, they're basically already dead. Or worse. If they do get taken. Yeah, I can see why you'd think that. In fact...
casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not
exactly. I mean,
not
those
what I was going.
hostages might be wishing they died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
So, do you think we can find him?
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back.
Oh?
He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. It's a bit of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Oh, what a shame that there's nobody here willing to do literally everything before the main quest.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you
Oh,
go.
buddy, you
If it's
betcha.
Leon, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay, so people do have some new things to say. Now, did this happen because I just did that DLC quest? I'm assuming it's still DLC. Or did this happen like a while back and I just never talked to him? Hey, Rex. So, 4 testicles, huh?
Shepard.
Or was that just a Rex thing that we got like far enough in like the Rex friendship tree that we got his quest or whatever? Because this all looks
So long, Rex.
similar. Shepard was the entirety of his dialogue there.
Commander?
Yeah, this is
Dismissed, Chief.
yeah, okay. Everybody but
Ma'am.
Garrus seems to be having the same old dialogue. Let's talk to everybody again just to see if they have any new things to talk about, any new quests they want to give us. At least give them a once over. Hi, Tali. I really like you.
Feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard?
Like,
With Saren, I mean.
maybe. I don't know. I mean, we're getting pretty close to the end of my like level ups, and we have like 2 more main quests, so probably. I hope so.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
But don't worry, we have like 2
You'll
more
find the
games after this,
hunters
plus like
before he does.
Andromeda.
I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
Can you bring the fact that you like technically helped save the galaxy? Is that like something you can bring back from your pilgrimage? Because I feel like that would, I feel like that should count for that. You did an important part. You're like our pseudo tank.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
We're wasting time and I hate you. Oh no. You earned it. Well, no, that implies that you need to earn being treated like, you know, not awful. So, you know what? You're welcome.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
Yeah, see you.
That won't happen for a while yet.
See you in a couple games.
I'll be right here anytime you need
I'll be
me.
seeing you for a couple of games, rather. Right, I remember talking about all those.
I should go.
Alright,
See you
so
later.
I should talk to them maybe a little bit more than I am right now. I mean, that being said, everybody only has like, only a couple people have had a new, like, topic to talk about.
Commander, how are you?
Wow, he doesn't even want to talk to me anymore. I see how it is. Let's head up and talk to Jacob. He's up here. And Liara is also up here, I think. Jacob. Why did I think your name was Jacob? Okay, am I losing my mind, or did something happen to me? Hey.
Anything you need, Commander?
Have we talked? Have we talked about these? Let's talk about tactical appraisal.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
So, what about the Rachni Queen?
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
That's fair. So I'm looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on.
I have plenty
I mean,
of
there
time.
are reports to file on the Rachni and on Annaleus.
Yeah, probably.
All in triplicate, I'm sure. Did you want to see me?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
I hate aliens. Yeah. Yeah, I can't blame them. Like, is there a way to like agree with them without calling them all bastards, all aliens bastards? You know, it's just your training,
So
I guess.
can I guess this will add to your resentment against aliens?
Resentment? Against aliens? I mean, I'm not... What makes you think that?
Vernus. What happened with Vernus? Jump Zero. What happened with Vernus?
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Right, he had
Before
like
I
a...
met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus
It is not. That's...
who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
What happened?
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana, broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without...
Right, he was like
taking
your
a
teacher or whatever.
You know?
I think.
Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something.
Wait, was he?
And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
Impressive.
Sat down by a kid. Vernus must have hated that.
He didn't have time to hate it. I killed him.
Oh.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Fair enough.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Quick question, Caden. Do you know anybody named Jacob, or did I just lose my fucking mind? Why did I... Because I don't think there's anybody else on this ship labeled Jacob. I don't know. What the hell? There's no other games that I'm playing right now that have a Jacob in them. Lara, help! Do you have anything new to say?
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Right, we already talked about all that.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Do we never talk to Caden about... Did we never talk to Caden about what happened with Benezia? I think when we talked to Jacob after we got to... Caden, why do I think your name is... Why do I think that? Is there like... Is there like a character in one of the sequels to this game that is like named Jacob, and I'm just like... From like osmosis of knowledge of the Mass Effect series, I'm thinking you're him? Suddenly? I don't know anymore, man. I truly do not know anymore. Caden? Do we not like... After the Benezia ordeal, when we talked to Caden, he... I think he was like flirting with us? So maybe the like roommates dialogue or whatever like superseded the mission dialogue. And I just needed to talk to him like more times to get his thing, the thoughts about that. Well, anyway, I'm glad that I talked to everybody. Some of them had new things to... I didn't mean to go down here. I mean, I did mean to go down here, but I didn't want to go down here. Because I forgot that I have to go up these stairs to get up here. Where are we going next? We're probably going to do Garrus's thing next. Yep, because most of our quests are things I am in the process of doing, slowly, or they're things that I don't want to do. So yeah, it's time for a little bit of a side quest with Garrus. Garrus gave the coordinates of Dr. Salion's less known whereabouts Herschel system in the Kepler Verge. Herschel, Kepler Verge. Kepler Verge, Herschel. Alright. Open. Thank you. Ah. Local cluster. There you are. Newton. Herschel. Yes. Right, so we'll bring Garrus. And, who else? Huh, I wonder what that is. Well, as always, start from the center and head out. Tungle is a massive terrestrial world, nearly twice the size of Earth, with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of iron, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. It is a mineralogical treasure trove, and many corporations are lobbying for mining rights. Cool. What about Matol? Several attempts to chart Matol have been made, but none have been successful. By normal standards, a small rock planet, Matol has a dense atmosphere and composed of carbon dioxide and argon, with a surprising amount of water vapor. Fogs and rain are common on the barren, lifeless surface. Matol is pleasant enough to be considered a terraforming prospect, though its low mass and the high radiation from the energetic blue star Herschel place it fairly far down the list. Then we have you, Klugon. Klugon's hydrogen-helium atmosphere is given a fairly dramatic emerald tint by chlorine and ionized gases. It has nearly 100 moons. Oh yeah? What about the Fidele? The Fidele is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to the standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research modules attached. Registry, private owner, Dr. R. Hart. We're coming for you, asshole. Now let's do a quick sweep of the asteroid belt. Gotcha. Metal-rich asteroid with platinum. Just to check, see if there's any more. There's not. And finally, Klobaka. Klobaka is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a hazy hydrocarbon atmosphere. Its surface is mainly composed of chlorides with deposits of solid and liquid form hydrocarbons. Well, in we go. Garrus. And let's bring Caden. Yeah, nobody here is named Jacob. Why the hell? Excuse me. I'm sure that makes great microphone audio. Yeah, I'll bring you, too. We'll bring Caden just to make up for calling him Jacob twice. Now then. We have some level ups. 5 and 4. Yeah, it's been a while for both of you. Now, 5. What am I doing with you? Right, you just have like a lot of brain powers. I give you Master Sabotage. And Master Overload. And I have 1 point left to do with which I please. Stasis. No. Barrier. And you, Garrus. I gotta upgrade your assault rifles. So let's do that. So now we can use both pretty well. 2 points, tactical armor, assault training, or anything else. And I'll just put 2 points into that. And now... I have some stuff to read in the codex that I forgot that I had. Solarian biology. Alright. Solarians are noted for their high-speed metabolism, which allows them to function on just 1 hour of sleep a day. Wow. Their minds and bodies work faster than most sapient races, making them seem restless or hyperactive. The drawback of this active metabolism is a short lifespan of around 40 human years. The Solarians are These Solarians are amphibian haplodiploid egg layers. The Solarians are amphibian haplodiploid egg layers. Right, egg layers, not the layers of an egg, as in like, you know, layers of an onion, not egg layer, but like they lay eggs like a chicken would do. Layer is a verb, not a noun, I guess. Unfertilized eggs produce males, and fertilized eggs produce females. Yeah? Once a year, a Solarian female will lay a clutch of dozens of eggs. Social rules prevent all but a fraction from being fertilized. As a result, 90% of the species is male. Oh. Solarians have photographic memories and rarely forget a fact. They also possess a form of psychological imprinting, tending to defer to those they knew in their youth. Solarian hatching is a solemn ritual in which the clan Daltras, matriarch, isolates herself with the eggs. The young Solarians psychologically imprint on her and tend to defer to her wishes. During the hatching of daughters, the Delatresses of the mother and father's clans are present at the imprinting. This ensures the offspring have equal loyalty to both, ensuring the desired dynastic and political unity. What about the Terrians, though? Shorter this time, just only 2 paragraphs. The Turian homeworld, Palaven, has a metal-poor core. That's a fun series of words to say. Generating a weak magnetic field and allowing more solar radiation into the atmosphere. To deal with this, most forms of life on Palaven evolved some form of metallic exoskeleton to protect themselves. Their reflective plate-like skin makes Turians less susceptible to long-term, low-level radiation exposure, but they do not possess any sort of natural armor. A Turian's thick skin does not stop projectiles and directed energy bolts. Well, there goes that. Although life on Palaven is carbon-based and oxygen-breathing, it is built on dextroamino acids. This places the Turians in a distinct minority on the galactic stage. The Quarians are the only other known sapient dextroprotein race. The food of humans, Asari, or Solarians, who evolved in levoamino acid-based biospheres, will at best pass through Turian systems without providing any nutrition. At worst, it will trigger an allergic reaction that can be fatal if not immediately treated. No, I can't cook nice meals for him. I can't like feed him a nice burrito. So not even more. I can't scroll up or down, so I'm gonna have to assume that's all in council races. All right, we have like a couple seconds left, and I'm gonna use that to see if I can upgrade any of my lads, I guess. Hey, Garrus, you want a really cool assault rifle? See, the problem with upgrading to this, though, is that I can't upgrade it. But I think I'm gonna have to. It's just such a good... Sure, you can wield the Geth weaponry, that's fine, I guess. Any upgrades I can make to your armor? Listen, you have a blade of coating. How about better a blade of coating? Just give him, like, so much damage protection. Gaiden! Your biotic amp is... Here's a better one. And your armor. Where's my old armor? I think it was this. Your Scorpion 4 is like pretty good actually though. Energized weave, 7. Do we have better energized weave? We do not. Alright, well, that's them upgraded. And, as in a couple more seconds, it will have been the end of an episode. It's just, next, I just think it's funny ending episodes perfectly on time, I guess, which I'm now failing to do by talking more. Ooh, space. Next time, we're gonna go see what's up with Dr. Hart. And, probably have some form of moral dilemma in which we have to, like, choose between one life or that guy's or what have you. We're gonna kill those 4 enemies that we see on the mini-map right there. And then we're probably gonna have to do a main mission, because we're running out of side quests. But we'll do that all next time. See ya!